leave them with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Brissett over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
When Frank Gore runs on the field, you do think that he's a model of consistency because he's played so well throughout his career and year in and year out provides excellent numbers that help his team. But when I watch him play, what comes to mind for me is not just the consistency. It's how he attacks the game and how he respects the game. In fact, a general manager told me that when he drafts each and every year, what he looks for in every player is how does he relate to Frank Gore. He compares every player that he drafts to what Frank Gore puts on the field, and that's when he decides if he wants a player or not. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. For the Rams, let's take a peek back to 2016. That was their first season in L.A. since '94. Didn't go as planned. While they started the year 3-1, they wound up losing 11 of their final 12. And as a franchise, the Rams have now missed the playoffs 12 straight years. Only Cleveland and Buffalo have longer streaks.
Last year was such a crazy year for the Rams. Look, so many expectations. Being back in L.A. was really a year of being unsettled. People had to find places to live, training camp facilities. How do you even get to the airport? They had to take a bus everywhere, to the airport, to the stadium for home games, you name it. This year should be a little bit easier for them. Brand new coaching staff in place, and I really think that their young quarterback, Jared Goff, has a chance to make a big-time jump. The guy I'm looking forward to watching, a rookie receiver out of Eastern Washington, Cooper Kupp. I'm saying 60 catches or more his rookie year.
Wow, going on the record. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Goff on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there. Got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
No one made it into the red zone fewer times than the Rams last year, 32nd in the NFL. But they're here now with a 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver and Kenny Britt out wide, but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Watkins alone on the left side. Play clock winding down. Just beating the play clock is Goff. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Charles, let's talk about these Indianapolis Colts as their offense comes back out. Yeah, they seem to be on a steady rise a few years back. 3 straight 11-5 seasons have been followed, though, by back-to-back 8-8 years. So not good in a relatively weak AFC South.
They used to run that division. That was theirs to lose. Now they're trying to get back to the top. And I think that they figured out that, hey, Andrew Luck at quarterback, that guides us in a big way. We're fine on offense. They spent their first 3 draft picks in 2017 all on defense. 2 secondary guys and a pass rusher. Malik Hooker being the top guy. They expect that to help them win the AFC South.
The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Brandon, when Connor Barwin came out of the University of Cincinnati, the thing I remembered most about him was what he did while he was in college. Tight end. Played on the basketball team before moving over to defensive end at the behest of his head coach, and boy, has that paid off well for him. Started 96 consecutive games in Philadelphia, signed with the Rams in the offseason to play outside linebacker again with a comfort zone in that defense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On the handoff, it's Gore. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, Brissett. A dump off here for Gore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Russell Wilson, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. Now a play fake here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Goff. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. It's the Rams out to the early lead. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. Now it's Gurley. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On first and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Rams add on to their lead. For Gurley, Charles, the well-documented struggles run. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Brissett, and the reception made by Dante Moncrief. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Play fake, Brissett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. On first down, it's gone. It fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Margus Hunt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun. Goff. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Antonio Morrison able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 3rd and long. Defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
At one point, the L.A. Rams defensive front 4 was made up of 4 first-round draft picks, but maybe the best of them all at that time. And still is Aaron Donald. Yeah, he's a force.
Former Pitt Panther, and we were praising him a lot last year during our weekly commentary updates, weren't we?
Yeah, strength, quickness, mobility, he has it all. 4th in the Defensive Player of the Year voting in 2016.
Throwing, Brissett trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Jimmy Garoppolo, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jonathan Hankins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw on second down is gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. A huge play that time for the Rams. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And an update from a game going on up in Santa Clara. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they opened the lead a bit further. Jimmy Garoppolo with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Throwing on 3rd, gone. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Brissett. He's going to loft one. They've got his man complete. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Off play action. Here's Goff. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Gurley again here on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Alec Ogletree not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Handoff for Gore. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. There goes Frank Gore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson, 2 touchdown passes thus far. This will be fielded at the 8. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 29. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes thus far. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They're running with Gurley. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Goff now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate, let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A first down throw for Brissett. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. A second down throw for Brissett. They go with a screen to Gore. Gore, a first down and then some. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Frank Gore, the ageless one, over 1,000 yards last year. He's the first running back age 33 or older to top 1,000 since John Riggins way back in '83.
So what he's done is he's made the case for running backs who are approaching third.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Let's go!
Brissett now on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a third and about 13. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to Get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. Chuck Pagano decides to go. It doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st down, gone. Going to throw right side here, complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Goff on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Only 4 victories for the Rams a season ago. They've got a chance for an opening day win here if they can hold on. It's 1st down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 8-yard line. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And it was the Seahawks who were able to take home the victory there. Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Second down, Brissett. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Goff going to throw it. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Fresh set of downs here. Now it's gone. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie out of Florida, Quincy Wilson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And